staying in an actual tourist hotspot here in Bratislava. Loving it, loving life. This tourist group comes up. I'm like the pimp of Bratislava. Ooh. You wouldn't catch me in that building. Apparently it's haunted.
I had an old time soul, baby, we were kissing for the whole ride home. Laying making wishes, it was all night long. You told me you loved me and I sang this song.
Good afternoon. It's about 20 past 3. I got off the coach 10 minutes ago, waltzed my way through Old Town to arrive in my gorgeous Airbnb that's right on the high street. Oh, you can't even see it. I'll show you in a minute, but basically it's in such a good location and it's so cute. I'm gonna have to give you a tour. Here is a super gorgeous little kitchen. That's like the high street down there. Just take a moment in this bathroom. Look at that. Here is a nice little living space. You've got the bench seating there in the window where all my stuff is. And this is the bedroom. Okay, it's just a mattress on the floor, but I don't even care. Look how cute. And you can put the curtain across. I've rested up a bit. My phone is enough charged. Let's head out and do a little bit of sightseeing and go to Tesco, because there's Tesco in Slovakia as well. And I just need to pick up a few bits. So let's do that.
Feeling empathy for the sympathy that you're giving me. Family isn't what it used to be. I wasn't ready for the eulogy, but I know that knows it's good for me. And sometimes I feel like I hear your voices guiding me. I want you, I need you, I know you're there for me. I know you stay with me. Suddenly it occurs to me now you have to leave.
Hello, good evening. I don't know what the time is. Oh, it's almost 7 p.m. I genuinely thought it was like 5:30. Anyway, I went on a bit of an adventure. I went up the UFO tower, which, yeah, it was nice, but for 10 euros, I was a bit like, meh. The tower in Prague was nicer. Still, it was lovely to see the city and also to see some of the sites that I want to go and look at in closer tomorrow, including the castle. Anyway, and then I just kind of stumbled around for a little bit. I walked a bit through the old town, which was super like friendly, super touristy. And let's do Tesco haul, because I just picked up a few bits because I realised that I'm not on a budget. Like, this isn't a budget backpacking trip by any means. We are glam packing our way through this, but I have been eating out at every single meal, apart from like a couple of lunches where I've just had snacky bit, but it's adding up. So I picked up a few things for breakfast. I picked up some bread. I have no idea if this is just white bread or sourdough, but whatever. This is a home comfort, my Tesco smooth peanut butter. This is the one that I use at home. And now I'm going to be carrying this around with me for the rest of the trip. But, you know, sometimes I might just want a spoonful. I picked up these, I've got no idea what they are, but they just really caught my eye and they were quite expensive. But they're like these little chocolate digestive oat biscuits. I love oat biscuits. And I bought a room spray, a lavender air freshener. I've been walking so much. My shoes, they're a little bit stinky. I'm not gonna lie, they are a little bit stinky. So I'm gonna spray some air freshener on them. So that's what I bought from Tesco. having a that girl moment. I actually filmed a bit of me sitting in these beautiful huge bay windows, listening to a street performer who's playing Lewis Capaldi, loving it, loving life. Anyway, this American tour group comes up to the building because I'm staying in an actual tourist hotspot here in Bratislava. Like, I'm staying in St. Michael's Gate. This tourist group comes up below where I am, like below my window, and there's this like head of a guy on the wall outside, and the lady goes, "Do you know who that guy is?" And all 20 of these American tourists look up at me. I'm like, she's like, "No, not that guy." Everyone's laughing. I'm bright red. The pimp of Bratislava. This is where he lived way back in the day. And she goes, "The building is haunted." I'm sat in this huge window. I literally look down to these 20 poor Americans. I go, "Ooh." They laugh. They find it hilarious. They love it. They find it so funny. I'm laughing too until the tour guide goes, "You wouldn't catch me in that building." I shout down, "It's not that bad." But guys, I'm shitting it. Apparently it's haunted. I'm here for 2 nights. I'm not gonna bloody sleep now, am I?
From far away she looks so good. Grew up in the same neighborhood, and that's how to rub salt in the wound. Spend a few hours on the reservoir. Never broke a bone, so I'm gonna try hard to prove you wrong. That I'm not who I used to be. I'm not living at 17. Let's go.
I decided to do it on the as we walk. We will be passing times, but then they would renovate it, upgrade it from like 18. So everywhere is Gothic style. The beautiful windows and the stone.
10 feet away, she's like a primrose. You're never taking me alive, so come close. And I know why you said it, 'cause I'm reading every word in your voice. Now I'm not who I used to be. And maybe it's a good thing, got a good thing coming, it's a good thing. But we're not who we used to be.
The beginning of the tour. This is much older here and quite empty. You don't go here for coffee, nor beer, nor wine.
I just got back from a walking tour, and honestly that is the best way to meet people, I think, when you're alone, especially because I'm staying in this Airbnb, so I'm like solidly on my own. I met the nicest girl, and we took each other's Instagrams, and we might meet up later. We're just gonna vibe it out. We're gonna vibe it out. I've got somewhere for dinner in mind, and then I might do another walking tour this evening because they're doing a spooky one, which is what went past my window last night, and it's only an hour. We're aiming to head out again at about 1. So yeah, spoilers, I did go on the walking tour that evening, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. I saved some money by eating lunch in the apartment. Bratislava was actually such an expensive city, about the same as Vienna, which really surprised me. So I just had a few brioche rolls, pretzels and cookies. I headed out to do some more sightseeing. That's the back of St. Michael's Gate. As I tried to explain last night, during the witch trials, the executioner lived here, but he was also the main PIMP of the city, so they say the building is haunted by the ghosts of the SEX workers. This is the presidential palace. It's a little bit further out of the old town, and I don't think you can go inside, but it's a nice building with this fantastic water fountain outside. Back through the old town, again. Honestly, the old town of Bratislava is quite small, so you double back on yourself quite a lot. But it gives this part of the city a cosy and homely feel. That yellow building with a blue roof is a tower in the centre part of the old town. It was the meeting point for most of the walking tours, but you could also go up it for a very small fee. I can't remember the exact price, but I know it was a lot less than the UFO tower, and I think the view is better because you get the iconic UFO in the background as well. The stairs, however, were steep and endless, and look how narrow the stairwell was. I'm out of breath. It's up steep. Steeper than Cabot. There are lots of displays as you make your way up to the lookout. It was all in Slovakian, of course, but I used Google Translate to learn a little bit more about the history of the tower. The view from the top was great and you can walk the whole way around for a 360 view. It was also empty. For about 20 minutes I was the only one on the top before another couple joined me. It was a brilliant spot to do some people watching. All of these people, so small from up here, living their individual lives, overcoming their own challenges, finding their own strengths. This is Kumil. Supposedly, you can rub his head and it means one day you'll come back to Bratislava. Others say that he's peeping at passerbys. But Bratislava is full of statues with interesting stories. It was an exceedingly hot day, so I called off with an expensive but delicious ice cream before meeting up with a gal I met on the walking tour that morning. Together, we visited one of the most iconic sites in Bratislava. You might have seen this on TikTok recently. It went a bit viral on the travel side, but this is the Blue Church. Why is it blue? We couldn't work it out, but it's beautiful nonetheless. We were travelling right at the start of May, so lots of European countries were celebrating May Day, and Bratislava was no exception. Just across the river, a huge music festival was happening. This was so unexpected and spontaneous, but we decided to check it out together. And she'd also bought this little bottle of traditional honey wine and was kind enough to let me try a sip.
That's nice, right?
Moments like this is what makes solo travel such a unique experience. That morning when I left my apartment, I could never have guessed I would end up at a May Day festival with the kindest American girl, sharing a bottle of traditional drink and sharing our similar yet differences, growing up in the UK versus America. For dinner, I found a slice of home comfort in the middle of the city at Brixton House. The decor was eclectic, I won't lie. I had this huge poke bowl, but it was so expensive and I can't say that it was worth it. But most of the Slovakian traditional dishes were not veggie friendly, and that's why I decided to come here instead. I just got back. I literally freshened up, but I don't really look like it. I don't really care. I'm vibing with it. We're rocking that backpacker look right now. Bit sunburnt, bit dehydrated. Let's go on a ghost tour. There's no better time than the present. In fact, it starts in 1 minute and I'm 2 minutes away and I need to look up. So let's go.
Polish. To come here on that day, that hour, and we never found them again.
When it comes to flooding, remembering that you had to leave, I still can't breathe.
It's because there used to live two best friends here. Their names were Agatha and Ursula. Some people say that it's paid actress. I don't know, just to keep you safe, we'll go this way.
Looking up, wondering how could this be the life you breathe? I will lose my everything.
Magic is something that has been with humanity as long as we can remember.
I just video called David for the first time. David's my boyfriend. I just video called him for the first time since starting this trip a week ago, and it was really nice to like see his face and just catch up. But it is now 10 o'clock. I didn't realise like time just slipped away, and I've got to pack up. Like I'm just gonna get in bed and I think we'll just deal with this in the morning. Oh my god. How good does that look? I got this from like, I think it's like the oldest bakery in Bratislava. I think the tour guide said it had been open like since 1906, and it has been open since, let me get this right, since there was Austria-Hungary and Slovakia was part of this, and then Slovakia split and became Czechoslovakia. This is probably all incorrect. This is just off my memory. They had Czechoslovakia, and then Slovakia became part of like the communists, and then it split and became democratic or something like that. Like basically, this bakery has been there through Slovakia being part of all of these different like countries. And it's just insane, like 1906, that's like over 100 years. And today I just picked up a Biscoff cheesecake. Nuts. I really haven't filmed much this morning. Sorry. I got up like 8 o'clock. It's now 9:30. I just got ready. Look at this fleece. I know I wore this in another video, but it's so pretty. And it's chucking it down outside. I'm just gonna quickly nip to the souvenir shop and to Starbucks. I thought I was burnt yesterday, but I think I've actually caught a little bit of colour.
Everything goes white. I can feel the breeze. Euphoric delight. Only you and me.
I hope that I'm right in saying that this is a traditional Bratislava croissant roll thing. I think it's just called Bratislava roll, but it's basically like a croissant shaped roll with poppy seed, and they're usually filled with poppy seed, or I think they said walnut as well. And I'll have that with some snacky bits on the coach for lunch. I've got 45 minutes till I need to check out, and then we'll be en route to Budapest. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Oh, your honey sickly sweet keeps me coming, got me weak. You could kill me, I'd still be darling, your number 6 feet deep. Oh, it's real hard to break this habit. It's like I want you 24/7. When I'm without you, boy,
I had an old time soul, baby, we were kissing for the whole ride home. Lay and making wishes, it was all night long. You told me you loved me and I sang this song. I sang this song.